No, just testing some stuff out here. Mainly testing YouTube Live, seeing how I want that to go. But also testing out chat and some of these settings. Okay, let's want this. Live chat. Whoa. There we go. For those of you who don't know, this is by far my favorite Super Nintendo game of all time. I've played the hell out of this game over and over and over. Tifa, yeah, or T. I've always called her like Tier or T. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy lately, so that seems a little bit loud. Let's turn that down. Let's turn that down a little bit on the stream too. I mean, the music's great and all in this game, but I don't want to blur you guys out. There we go. Tell me if the sound sounds good or bad or whatever. Maxim! How was work today? Alright, I guess got 6 jellies. Let's see. That'll be 120 gold pieces, right? Wait a moment. T? Tier? Tie? I'm just gonna call her T. I said 6 jellies. That comes to 180 gold pieces. Look, monsters are cheap these days. The city's suffering, so I can't pay top price. Yeah, it's true. More monsters every day. Spooky, you know? Well, I should appreciate it, though. I'm a monster hunter. I'd lose my job without him. Maxima, have you ever thought about getting an ordinary job? What is an ordinary job anyways? Well, let's see here, like a shop owner, perhaps. Me? A shop owner? Ha! That'll be the day. How can he be so insensitive? He's a dude, what do you expect? Did you say something, T? Forget it, here's your money. Girl's thirsty. Okay, let me just try to get these controls remembered, right? Okay, back, confirm. Oh, it's you, Maximum. This is a good time to show you my secret techniques for fighting in dungeons. I'll wait for you at the dungeon south of here. Awesome. Let's get this tutorial part over with. Alright, this is the world map. Like most JRPGs back in the day, you would have a zone map and a world map. World map has random encounters. I don't know if we'll pop any since we're in the tutorial phase. But you can get random encounters on the world map. This is the zone map or dungeon map. You took so long, let's go ahead and start the lesson for secret dungeon techniques in this dungeon. First, the important thing is to learn the patterns of the monster's movements. Monsters only move when you move, so don't worry even if a monster is in front of you. Oh good, See the jelly right there? Why don't we try and get that jelly? Alright, so I move, it moved. Although jellies require 2 moves from the player, or at least the early beginning jellies require 2 moves from the player for it to move. And then when you come in contact from one of the 4 spaces, you will begin the battle phase. This is run away, this is fight, and then when you choose fight, you get to choose magic, defend, IP, item, or basic attack, and then choose your target. Some monsters are fast, gaining 2 steps to your 1. Also, there are many monsters in a room. Don't let them surround you. Of course, the monsters move only when you move. So stop and think before you act. So this game has a lot of like puzzle Zelda influence in a lot of ways, and a good influence of Final Fantasies too. Alright, let's move on to the next room. Enter the room through the door. In this room, we will learn how to use skills. Press the select button to display the skills you have. Select the skill you wish to use. You now only have the skill arrow, but you will receive more. Incidentally, arrows can freeze enemies' movements for a while. Press the Y button to shoot them. When you hit an enemy with an arrow, it's temporarily paralyzed. Bumping into a paralyzed enemy doesn't lead to a battle. Skills never run out, so shoot an arrow when you don't feel like fighting. Select the skill you wish to use with the select button and press Y to use it. You will use skills mostly in dungeons. You can fight with that jelly there, or use the skill to stop its movement and not fight. It's up to you. So select, and then I only have arrow. And then use the skill, but I do want to fight it. I want the XP. 2 gold, 2 XP, I'll take it. The bridge gave way, but can be crossed when the switch in the back is turned on. The switch is not within your reach. We're in trouble. We can't go on. I was just kidding. You can also use skills in a situation like this. Arrows are not only to stop enemy movements. Why don't you hit that switch with an arrow? Boop. And that's your sword. So like, you can't stun enemies with it realistically because you got to be next to them, but you can cut things with it. The door in the room above is locked. Can you find a key to open it? You can see the switch on the upper left, right? Stand on top of it. Oh no, what am I going to do? Now, what should you do? The answer is the pillar. Stand next to the pillar and walk while pressing the A button. Boom. Good. Oh, right, almost forgot. Give you a very precious spell. You can't survive judges. Dang, sorry. Hey, how's it going, Zoo? Yeah, I'm using, what, NES 9? Yes, it is very... I like to call it a mix between Final Fantasy and Zelda. You get the Zelda aspect of seeing monsters on, in the dungeons, being able to maneuver around them, but you get the Final Fantasy aspect of the party and spells and, everything like that. Alright. Yay, I got reset. When you solve a trick in this room by pushing something, you must remember one thing. Although you can push the pillars, you can't pull them. I've been doing pretty good. You know, just staying at home. Been at home for a month now. Starting to go a little stir crazy. In other words, if you push the pillar against the wall or door, you can do nothing more. But don't worry, there is the reset spell. That sets it up to, again, the spell sends you back in time to when you had just entered the room. Everything in the room returns to its original position, including the monsters. Reset does not take any MP, thus you can use it as many times as you wish. Process a spell and you'll have nothing to fear. I shall give you the reset spell. There we go. You can also find reset on the skill ring. Press the select. Yep. So, if I want to reset the room, which I will, and now the room resets as if I never came in here. So, say I move this against the wall. Oh no, I can't pull the pillar out. Well, I can reset. And there are tons of puzzles that are going to require you to reset. Yeah, the games Lufia 2, Lufia 1 was amazing, and I remember playing just an amazing amount of it when I was a kid, but Lufia 2, I mean, Lufia 1 was more Final Fantasy. It was straight up Final Fantasy. Lufia 2 had that Zelda puzzling, and it just made the series way better. I wish they would have continued this series, but, you know, it is what it is. Whenever you see arrows like this on the cliff, damn, I wish I could got it. You can jump down, give it a try. Before I do that, I want to look. Yep, nothing else I can do. Whee! Ah, but I can't jump back up. Whee! The next door will be open when you defeat all the monsters. So, some of the rooms you have to defeat all the monsters in. When you can't find any devices or tricks, one way to solve a problem is to defeat all the monsters. Okay? And I have no spells. Okay, I'll defend. Let's attack. So, defend stopped 1 damage. Woohoo! I got Charred Newt, and I leveled up. Nice, I'll take that. Oh, check for anything hidden. Nothing hidden. Honestly, I thought about making this a video series, but every time I've tried, I don't know, it's just like, this game's one of those games you just play for a while and, you know, enjoy. Press the B button to swing your sword. You can cut grass using the sword. Wonderful. Sometimes switches are hidden under the grass. Why don't you give it a try? I wonder where the switch is at. I mean, it could be in any of these, right? Oh my goodness. Am I gonna find that switch? You can also cut the vines off the walls. Sometimes there's doors. Oh, there it was. How would you have ever known that? Press the A button to pick up and put down vases. This is a unique skill. Press the control pad while pressing the R button, and I am using a Nintendo controller. Direction without moving. You can use this skill. Don't forget how to use the R button. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So, and then if I hold R, I can Change it down. Pick this one up. Easy R, switch facing, drop that. Boom. You can see how these can be very complicated later in the game, though. Well, I guess I finished the lessons, of course. You have only begun to learn. To get through many dungeons, you must try many different things. It's not easy to do, but I'm certain you'll make it. Well, I'm off. And he is right. There are some insane dungeons. One of the things I love about this game is it has a optional dungeon called the Old Cave, or Ancient Cave. And it's 99 levels. When you go into it, every level is random. Every level has a stairs going down, no stairs going up, and you take no items into the dungeon with you. You literally have to find everything, like a sword, you know, everything. And the enemies are random, everything's random, and it's crazy good. Oh, and you cannot save on the open world like you can in, say, like Final Fantasy. You have to find the church. And there you can save. I was about to have dinner. Care to join me? Sure. I'm not going to read through this whole thing. Yay, it's a fish. Ta-da! Fish pot pie, made from Navarra? No. Fuck it. I'm terrible with words. The phantom fish. So this is the phantom fish. I've heard about it, never seen it. I know, I've never seen it either. What's it taste like? Well, let's see. Why don't you try some? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not your cooking, it's the fish, don't you think? Why is this called the phantom fish then? Because it tastes so bad that nobody eats it? Oh, I'm so disappointed. I want to cook something really tasty. Well, maybe it's not that bad if you cover it with some lemon or something. See? Not bad. I guess you could eat it that way. See? It already tastes better. Maybe that's why it's called the phantom fish. A cheerful evening. I guess so. Well, I'm stuffed. Let's get some tea. Yeah, no joke, right? You can definitely tell it's a Japanese game, because if it was an American game, there'd be no head or tail. It would be a fish fillet. Why are you always in battle? Why do you ask such a thing all of a sudden? You're the only one fighting monsters. Not many people fight to live. Why you? I've been fighting ever since I can remember. I've never asked myself why. Never met anybody quite like you before. Well, thanks for dinner. I'll make it up to you for some time. Don't worry about it. It's no fun to eat alone anyways. Join me again, okay? I'd love to. Eating is something I do very well, you see. Well, bye. Alright. Bad news, everyone. What is it? Oh, we gotta have the obligable start of something ominous happening. What is it? A horde of monsters appeared in the cave on the way to Subtleton? Are you sure about that? That's horrible. Daisy, will monsters come to the city too? Well, I don't think they will, but unfortunately that's not the only problem we got on our hands. What do you mean? The monsters have closed the door at the back of the cave. We can't get to Subtleton without the key. That's no good. So, does anyone have any ideas on what we should do? Well, no, I don't. Well, yeah, I do. go kill some monsters. Seems pretty easy. Alright, that's the end, so if you want to recover your HP, which I do, would you like to rest? Yes. This inn is free because, well, I'm super cool. Everybody loves me. And I got red hair. This is a magic shop, so if you want to learn magic, do not have enough to buy any. I would like to get strong. Strong is a cure in Final Fantasy terms. I believe. There we go. Restore some hit points. Oh, my game slowed down. What happened? No way my system isn't having. Can't handle this emulator. Quality settings. Just change the setting here. Oh, the emulator slowed down itself. Yeah, I'll give it a moment here. Just check my task manager, see what's going on. No, nothing is going crazy, but I should probably close this program. Alright, wait for a program to respawn. Yeah, stream settings are showing okay, so alright, let me just restart it. Yeah, it's the program itself that stopped responding. Load game. Lufia 2. There we go. Yeah, emulator software is kind of, you know, here or there, you know. We will have to redo a lot of that reading. I'm not going to redo the reading. I'm just going to fast forward through it all. Yep, fish, big fish. Tastes terrible. Add lemon. Bunch of words. Back when you had to read video games. I do miss the old retro games, that's for sure. And the graphics on this game hold up, you know. Super Nintendo graphics held. Like, you go back and you play like PlayStation 1 or Nintendo 64, the graphics are bad. They did not hold. Yep, bunch of monsters. Wonderful. And now we know that I do not have enough to buy any of those things. Oh. Oh, hang on one second. Okay, I will be right back. I have to let the Amazon delivery person in. Give me about 10 minutes and I'll restart the stream.